Hello, everybody. We are live. Ooh, and we said that in sync. It's like we've been practicing that all day. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us. We are here at Sideshow Con with a really cool afternoon live stream for you. This is the Hot Toys Summer Showcase, showcasing the newest and best of the collectibles that Hot Toys has sent along to us. So we are very excited to show you what we've got on display here. Lots of new reveals, very exciting updates, and your first chance to look at some of these pieces that are pre-ordering on our website in person as well. So we've got a lot of stuff to show you. So why don't we just dive in?
Let's do that.
I think we're going to start with the Star Wars universe, since we are closest to the galaxy. This is the Mandalorian and Child 6-scale figure set. We are so excited to have this configuration here. This is the deluxe edition because he does have the hovering pram with the one of two different versions of the Child featured. The Child does have a magnetic feature that attaches it to the front of the pram. There is a second figure of the Child as well that is in a standing pose, so you can have the Mandalorian holding him and do different posing configurations. This is a very detailed 6-scale pairing. This has the Mandalorian in his Beskar steel armor, which is expertly rendered here. Hot Toys does an amazing job on the costume fabrication, and so we are very excited to showcase that here. Check out the details on that Mudhorn signet on his shoulder. Yeah, let's get in a little closer on that. All the way to the chest plate and the gauntlets with the whistling birds in the wrist armor there. All the way down to the damages on his leg armor. This is a very, very unique and detailed piece, capturing all of the detail that fans immediately fell in love with, but might not have had a chance to see closer on their screens on Disney+. And then, of course, this is a 6-scale version of the Child that does come with the Mando, and this is such a sweet version of the Child because he is such a diminutive character, and we love to see him even smaller. One of the things that I think Hot Toys really excels at as well is those detailed environment bases that don't detract from the pose, but really do help you inform the pose that you want to create. We do see the Mandalorian walking through the desert sands. His boots are sandy and a little bit dirty. And then we do have, as a part of the deluxe version, the additional pram accessory with the Child. So, going on from there, we wanted to introduce you guys to a couple of other world premiere items. These are the prototypes for Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, the Clone Wars editions. Behind them is Captain Rex, who did debut to a ton of fanfare this year online. Super exciting. And as we saw with Captain Rex, who currently does have his helmeted portrait on, he does include an unhelmeted portrait that has the incredible lifelike likeness of the clones.
I'm going to zoom in here for you guys.
Yeah, so this is his helmeted portrait. But to keep concurrent with the line, Anakin and Obi-Wan are being introduced as realistic versions of their animated counterparts. This Anakin Skywalker 6-scale figure has an updated hair sculpt capturing the kind of shape and volume of his presence from the animated series, of course, with the detailed and expertly painted likeness of Hayden Christensen. He does have multiple scars as well, as you can see. And I do love that, the detail in that hair sculpt. I think that's one of my favorite, lesser sung things about Hot Toys, but their hair sculpts are phenomenal. Amazing. The painting and the line work is very detailed and captures the light really well. One of the great things about this piece is that he does have sculpted armor elements over his fabric tabards, and he will have swappable pieces for the armor that allow you to attach the cape to him to give him some alternate looks. Of course, he does have his gauntlets as well. You guys are seeing him with a lightsaber in hand, and he will have an LED lightsaber light up feature that is attached. The weapon is attached to his forearm, so there is a way that you can display the lightsaber lit up. Alongside him, of course, is Obi-Wan Kenobi in his Clone Wars armor. Beautifully detailed head sculpt of Ewan McGregor, the realistic kind of Obi-Wan appearance. I think that complements so well this Clone Wars armor. And if we can zoom out just a little bit to see what's in his hand, one of the incredible things that comes with a lot of these different Hot Toys figures, especially as we get into the era of the Clone Wars and people need to correspond with one another across the galaxy, are these little unique hologram figures. Obi-Wan Kenobi will come with a number of swap-out hologram figures for the hologram projector in his hand. We currently are looking at one that I believe is Anakin, but I can't confirm. I don't have the full list of which holograms come with the piece, but I love that. And I love the effect of the multiple layers that really kind of give that hard light turned hologram effect. Obi-Wan will also have a light up lightsaber feature. And then if we get a look at, he's got the sculpted armor on his legs. And then I just want to get a look at that shoulder armor as well.
Let me get back in there again for you. There we go.
Yeah, thank you. Look at all the expert weathering as well. Of course, I think that's the best part about these armors, is that apart from the Mandalorian, who does have a fresh set of Beskar steel, most of these Jedis and clone troopers have been through a lot of battle, and it is reflected in the detail and the wear and tear of their uniforms.
Love it. All right, coming around.
Next up, another brand new reveal. This is the prototype pending approval. This is the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder version 6-scale figure. Very, very detailed head sculpt that also has a unique hair sculpt, and the Rebel flight helmet that, again, is adequately damaged and weathered and textured. Incredibly detailed and meticulously tailored flight suit as well. You want to get a look at all those details. The pleating in the shoulder, I think that is my favorite, just that kind of line down the shoulder. He is equipped with belts and different, the kind of chest box. And he comes with several accessories that we can see here, but there may be additional ones, including swap out hands. He's got some thermal couplers and different elements of the snowspeeder from the hanger. He does have his lightsaber attached to his belt as well. And as I mentioned before, Hot Toys has provided a beautiful, nice environment base that gives you a sense of where Luke Skywalker is in this situation.
Jango Fett.
All right. So next up, we do have, I like how you started to speak. We'll pan up slowly because this is the Jango Fett 6-scale figure. This is a prototype, and we are revealing the first look at the unhelmeted sculpt. This is a new head sculpt. I love that. I love the scar detailing. And again, the hair and the sculpt. Each of these is hand painted, expertly detailed. So this is your first look at the unhelmeted Jango Fett. He, of course, is wearing his Mandalorian armor, and he does come with several blasters, a jetpack. He's got his helmet in his hands currently with the rangefinder, and he will come with I'm trying to think of the word, the jet fire, the blaster fire, so that you can pose him with the wrist wrist rockets and the jetpack as well. So those figures we just saw from Obi-Wan, Anakin, Luke, and Jango, those are currently prototypes. You can RSVP to be notified about when they go out for pre-order on Sideshow's website on sideshow.com /coming soon. Otherwise, you can check out these characters on our website already. We do have the Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back edition 6-scale figure, posed in an intimidating and menacing stance. He also has one of those environment type bases for recreating the climax of Empire Strikes Back. Highly detailed, again, with the sculpted chest armor and chest box, as well as the belt, and then all of the different layers of his tabards and cloak.
Okay.
And next to him, we have the Boba Fett vintage color version. This is a classic throwback for coloration for collectors who may have grown up first with the vintage version of the action figure and now would like to own a high-end 6-scale collectible of Boba Fett. All of Hot Toys' incredible costume fabrication is included in this, and you guys can see he has all of the details, including the braided Wookiee pelts on his shoulder, synthetic hair, of course, number of pouches and belts.
It's not real Wookiee hair?
No, I know. Wookiee hair is extremely difficult to source.
Yeah.
Yes. All the way down to his pointed boots and all of the knives and weapons that come in those kind of utility pants that he does have on for bounty hunting. Whether you want a disintegration or you want them back alive, Boba Fett is the best in the business for taking care of that. And he does have weathering details in his cape. Check out the classic coloration on the jetpack as well. This is available for pre-order on our website right now. And just to show you guys or can't show you, but there is a video feature on our YouTube channel of the attention to detail that they put into this piece. The packaging itself is also a reference to the kind of classic toy packaging. It has the clear plastic windows, so you can display him in the box if you choose to, that has the silver border around it and the nameplate for Boba Fett. So this is, all in all, a recreation, a very high-end and luxury quality recreation of the classic Boba Fett experience for people who may have grown up with this classic version or it eluded them as a child. Now you can purchase a version for yourself.
Nice. All right.
So that about does it for the Star Wars universe. This is, again, the Hot Toys Summer Showcase. So we do want to take a look now at the Marvel universe from Hot Toys. We have several convention exclusive figures, as well as brand new first reveals for this show and pieces that are making their convention debut. Let's get started here with the Iron Man Mark IV. This is the holographic version 6-scale figure by Hot Toys. This is an original Hot Toys design, joining the likes of the Iron Man Neon Tech and other such creative original designs that Hot Toys have imagined that fit perfectly with the armory of Tony Stark. This is a really, really cool piece, very imaginative and fits right in with Tony's laboratory tech. You can almost imagine this right on one of the stands being shown to him before he confirms the armor. One of the really cool aspects of this is that there is, of course, the matte golden red translucent pieces over the internal workings of the suit, and you get a really nice view into the inner workings of an Iron Man suit as imagined by Hot Toys. But there is die-cast structure inside of the suit to help strengthen the articulation of the figure. It will also include LED light ups in the hands and chest, as is customary with Iron Man pieces, and eyes, I believe, too. Now, we are looking at the Whiplash 6-scale figure from Iron Man 2 with the newly painted portrait and extremely detailed likeness of Mickey Rourke as the Iron Man 2 villain Whiplash. He does have also an extremely detailed body that is covered in tattoos. I think we can kind of see some of the detail here. He has them on his neck, on his shoulders, on his torso, on his forearms. There are tattoos everywhere you look on this guy. He also has an LED arc reactor on the chest and on the back. They do light up. And he does have those electricity whips that he is known for as Whiplash, all the way down to the figure base that is a recreation, kind of gentle environment recreation of the Monaco Speedway. So you can square him off against the Iron Man Mark V in your collection if you have that as well. That is the suitcase armor, the silver and red. This is the second iteration of Whiplash that Hot Toys is releasing. And this is a great chance for you to get that if you missed out on the first release, which was nearly 10 years ago. So this is an incredible continuation of Hot Toys' expert artistry that they have been continuing now for well over a decade of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, hopping from the Marvel Cinematic Universe to the Gamerverse, we're going to take a look at the Spider-Man classic suit figure from Marvel's Spider-Man. This was a highly, highly requested piece by fans, and Hot Toys was happy to add to their Spider-Man armory from the game. This is a first reveal, brand new for Sideshow Con. We are very excited to be showing it for you. And so whether you are a fan of the game or of the classic Spider-Man comics, you will want to own this figure. He's very, very detailed in the costume and sculpt. He does have a hard material mask, but the body of his suit is flexible, very detailed fabric with different textures going on to recreate the classic Spidey in a realistic 6-scale format. All of these Spider-Man figures also come with dynamic figure stands, so you can do a lot of airborne poses. You can do the 3-point landing, lots of Spidey flips, and they do come with a number of swap-out hands. Of course, we see the web shooting hands currently so that he can swing on a web and travel to the city. Now, I want to jump down to this piece, which is also a first reveal for the convention and first worldwide reveal. This is the Spider-Man Hall of Armor Series 2. So you may have the first series already, which does include about 6 different armors from the game. This is a continuation. This is Series 2, including, from left to right, the Secret Wars armor, the Cyborg Spider-Man armor, the Scarlet Spider suit, the
Reward
damaged
code alert.
Oh,
sorry. Reward code dropping right now.
All right, while we are panning through the Spider-Man
Yes.
armory, the damaged classic suit, this black and red number is the electrically insulated suit, and the red and gold, of course, is Iron Spider. Yeah, if you guys want to get on the reward code, you can go to sideshow.com/ they changed the link.
Sorry,
on us.
they were dropping it in the chat. So if you guys don't see it, moderators are dropping it multiple times. So don't worry, they are dropping it there. You guys
Okay.
can grab it.
Yeah, but make sure you're logged into your Sideshow account at sideshow.com.
Yes.
Redeem those rewards. You guys can save those and perhaps use them to purchase the convention exclusive,
Yes.
like the Iron Man Mark IV and Whiplash. And I want to point out on the end here of the Spider-Man Hall of Armor miniature set, fans who order the whole set will receive an additional Doc Ock tentacle that magnets to the side of the collection. Much like the first Armory set came with a Spider-Man backpack that was webbed to the side as well.
Nice.
All right, so continuing on from the Spider-Man
switch
Gamerverse.
places.
Yeah, let's switch places. We have so generously been given a flashlight to demonstrate this really cool effect, but this is the Spider-Man Spider Armor Mark IV suit from Marvel's Spider-Man, and it does come with a LED reflective effect on the suit that kind of enhances your look at
that looks great.
the science of Peter Parker's suits. You guys can see the hexagon pattern that appears when we shine this light. Very unique, very interesting way that they have integrated this into the suit that kind of does capture Peter Parker's lab tech style. And it is on every inch of this figure, all the way down to the hand sculpts, the head sculpt, even the eyes. All of this figure
So cool.
has that hexagonal kind of honeycomb texture to it when you shine the special light. Again, this figure also comes with the dynamic figure stand, a number of swap out hands and web pieces so that you can craft your ultimate Spider-Man pose. Also available for pre-order on our website is the Neon Tech War Machine. This is the Neon Tech War Machine 6-scale figure that also features the reflective luminous effect. You guys can kind of see it in the eyes right now. It does have a light up feature in the arc reactor and chest, but it is not on display right now. And then it does have the luminous effect all the way down to the feet in all of the orange stripes and bands. This is, of course, War Machine, so he is kitted out with a heavier armor set than Tony Stark's armor. These are die-cast pieces, and you can see that he has his mounted shoulder cannon and wrist rockets at the ready. This is the Neon Tech Iron Man 2.0. The first version 1.0 featured a blue neon band effect, but this is the yellow neon band effect, and I believe it is in stock on our website currently. You see him posed with his repulsors ready. He does have some of those armor fins on the back activated and ready to go. Again, also comes with a light up feature in the arc reactor and repulsors. And this is another incredible addition to your Iron Man collection, especially if you enjoy the unique presentations that Hot Toys puts out between the holographic and the Neon Tech style characters. So now we have a lineup of Avengers Endgame figures, and this is really exciting to show you guys, especially because this is the convention debut of the Captain Marvel, who was recently announced and is up for pre-order on our website. So all in all, let's start with Captain Marvel. This is the second iteration of Captain Marvel's kind of iconic suit, of course, with the colors reversed based on Avengers Endgame. An incredibly striking likeness of actress Brie Larson with Carol's brand new shorter haircut when she returns in Avengers Endgame. She does have with her currently the battle-damaged nano gauntlet. She does come also with a number of swap-out hands and some of her signature photon energy, and a dynamic figure stand so you can pose her in some high-flying poses, especially breaking through Thanos' entire ship. Ship not included, unfortunately. But I wanted to point out one amazing detail that I love between the storytelling of the pieces we've got here and all the attention to detail that Hot Toys puts into these pieces is her version of the battle-damaged nano gauntlet has the Infinity Stones in it, but Thanos, as he is posed, the battle-damaged version, end of the movie style, ready to take back what is his, he's got no Infinity Stones in his gauntlet. And that just shows you the transition that has taken place because, of course, Tony Stark intervened and eventually saved the world. This battle-damaged Thanos is incredible. He has I believe he has two different portraits. And this is really that kind of focused, in pain, determined. He sticks it out to the very end, but unfortunately he is not able to be victorious. Detailed all over with bruises and blood. His armor is burned and charred and scraped, and you can see the impact of just about every attack that the Avengers have thrown at him in the final battle here. He is also holding, of course, his giant two-edged glaive, and one side of the glaive has in fact been broken apart, as you can see as he's holding it.
Let me see if I can get around and show you guys. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the edge of that blade has been
yeah.
removed, because this is a Thanos who still believes at the very end he can be victorious because he's the only one who can do what it takes to save the world. But unfortunately, we all know how that ends, thanks to a little guy called Tony Stark. This is the Iron Man Mark V die-cast armor that we are looking at, and you do see him with several of his, I believe, special edition accessories that are on display currently, with the additional back fins and the arm cannon that were significant upgrades to his Iron Man suit in the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame films. He does come with a dynamic figure stand as well, and he is die cast, so he does have that kind of reinforced structure that allows for those essential Iron Man poses. Extremely detailed nanite armor. You guys can see the ways in which the divisions between his armor flow so much more organically thanks to the flow of the nanotechnology, as opposed to the typical Iron Man panels in his costume.
All right, we've got about maybe 5-10 minutes left, so let's come over here and see what we can finish up.
Let's take a look at some of these DC pieces. Let's start with the Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
This one's Batman Beyond is from Hot Toys' video game masterpiece series, and this is an incredible addition from the Arkham Knight series, for the Arkham Knight game for the Arkham series. This is the tactical and even more futuristic upgrade of the Batman Beyond suit, and you are seeing him displayed with his winged cape on full display. This piece comes with a number of swap out hands as well, and is incredibly detailed all the way down to the tips of the boots. I love the under costume because there is a tailored fabric costume beneath all of these sculpted armor elements. You can see that he has a number of kind of greaves on the side of his legs. He's got the really detailed utility belt and just that really haunting red piercing gaze as this upgraded version of the classic kind of Terry McGinnis armor. This is available for pre-order on our website currently, so you can check that out at sideshow.com. And additionally, from the video game masterpiece series, we do have the Harley Quinn 6-scale figure from Arkham Knight as well, with an expertly detailed fabric costume with sculpted elements, kind of depicting her new goth look that shows that she has truly gone insane. I mean, there's even beautiful little lace detail on the skirt and the end of her laced up gloves. All of those pleats in the skirt are incredibly detailed, and she does have leggings that are detailed with studs in her signature diamond pattern, and she is holding kind of a massive conglomerate weapon. I'm not really quite sure what the weapon is, but it is something of her own devising. It's got pink dice hanging from it as well, and this is a really rockin' Harley Quinn who kind of has had enough of Batman and his antics, and she's ready to take the next step to really claim Gotham for her and Mr. J. Let's take a look at some of the COS Babies on display, because we do have a lot of adorable DC Comics COS Babies as well. This is the Catwoman with whip, and of course she does have one of her black cats. This is inspired by the Tim Burton Batman films, and she does have the kind of stitching detail on her costume. These COS Babies are an adorable addition to your collection. They are a lot smaller scale, and they are highly stylized, very, very cute representations, especially of villain characters, but also your favorite heroes. There is additionally a Batman with Batmobile, inspired again by the Tim Burton era of Batman. This highly stylized Batmobile with the large fins on the back and the determined Batman riding in the seat. We also have a couple of Justice League characters. These are both in stock on Sideshow's website. We've got Superman from Justice League, and then we have Aquaman from the Aquaman film. I'll start with Superman. Incredible likeness of Henry Cavill, again with the really detailed hair sculpt and a very heroic pose or expression that helps you inform your poses. Really great kind of direction in the eyes. He has a very, very detailed costume that has some metallic elements, and it really glistens when you're up close to it. That kind of really intricate little chainmail pattern that is going across that gives the suit a lot of texture and really catches the light as you pose him. He does have that signature beltless style for the updated look, and then he does have that chainmail pattern persisting all the way down to his boots. He has a dynamic figure stand for flight poses as well. And this piece is in stock on our website, so you can order that and have that shipped soon to you. Oh, so heroic. I know it's such a cliche, but so heroic. And then finally, we do have the Aquaman 6-scale figure from the Aquaman film with, of course, his rockin' gold and green costume that is directly inspired by the classic looks. Highly detailed likeness of Jason Momoa with all of his glorious hair and his beard. He's got the fully scaled bodysuit with really, really detailed green gauntlets that have a kind of a metallic texture throughout as well to keep up that brightness throughout the character. He also has his Atlantean trident, as well as a number of other swap out hands, and a dynamic figure stand, so you can get some really cool poses if you want to pose him like he is underwater or he's cresting a wave, stabbing somebody with his trident. There's a lot you can do with this figure. And they persist in that beautiful costume detail all the way down to the feet. There's some like metallic, those kind of scales on his boots even match really nicely with the base, catch the light, and give you an opportunity to do a lot of really interesting things with this figure and that kind of aquatic base design.
I think we have time to grab.
Yeah, I think we can wrap this up.
I think we can get TwoFace in here. Yeah.
Alrighty, so we are going to do our best. We are coming up on our time for the Hot Toys Summer Showcase, but we do want to show you just a couple more things real quick. We have the TwoFace 6-scale figure here on display, of course, from the Dark Knight trilogy. This is, again, another testament to the design and the attention to detail that Hot Toys puts in. As you would expect, the TwoFace figure has a very stark contrast down the middle, and I love that from a certain angle, you can almost not tell which half is which. I mean, you can, if you're looking at him side on, from the Harvey Dent side, the entirety of his burn marks are hidden. And of course, he does have that burn and red splotch pattern persisting throughout his suit. He is holding, of course, his infamous coin to decide justice. He does also come with a pistol, and this is another excellent addition to your collection if you are collecting the cinematic universe of Batman. This is an essential character, a cinematic take on this villain, and he is available, I believe, in stock on our website right now as well. I think we can wrap it up on the COS Babies.
Sure.
We have a Dark Knight trilogy of COS Babies right here. We do have the Joker laughing version, inspired by Heath Ledger's take on the character, of course. This is available in stock on our website. I believe it is $25 USD. We also have Catwoman with the Bat Pod as she is riding away on the stylized and stylish weapon. And then we do have Batman with a Batarang and a kind of a snarling expression he's got there, ready to throw the Batarang at any villains. These pieces are super cute, super detailed. They pack a lot of character into the poses and expressions, and it is a unique take offered by Hot Toys on these characters that we love so much and that they have faithfully recreated before in 6 scale, and now we get to see them in a super stylized chibi scale.
We have 1 minute. I think we can look at this in 1 minute.
All right. I believe this piece is sold out on our website, but we do have it on display so you guys can see how it looks with these other collectibles, especially from their video game Masterpiece series. This is the Batman Armory miniature. You guys can see that we have Arkham Knight, several different iterations of the Batsuit, including the Batman Beyond suit that you do see above in 6th scale, and then the Deathstroke armor at the end of the line. This is another addition to their Armory collection, which is amazing. Always includes light-up features, and it's highly detailed, nicely scaled, and a great addition to your collection. You guys can check out the Batman miniature Armory. There is Spider-Man, as we saw, and of course there's Iron Man armories as well. That was, I believe, all of the Hot Toys on display for Sideshow Con currently. We are so excited to get to share that with you, share these new releases. You guys get to see these things first, and we are excited for you guys to be adding these to your collections at some point soon. If you want to see any updates from Sideshow Con, you can go to side.show/con for all the new releases, the glamour photos of these pieces, RSVP links if you want to pre-order, and be notified when you get more information or when they go up for pre-order.
Oh, you're welcome, guys. We got lots of thank yous popping in. I'm so glad you guys liked it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for the first day of Sideshow Con. We have so many more days left to go, so don't get tired yet. There will be swap outs throughout the booth.
Yes.
Lots of new things to show you guys this week. We are very excited to have you join us. So
we're gonna be live in the Facebook group tonight at 6:00. Paul and I will be in just an hour and a half, and we're gonna wrap up the day, talk about some news. You never know what other kinds of rewarding experiences might happen in that live chat. So you guys should come join us in the Facebook group, Let Your Geek Side Show.
And until then, this has been the Hot Toys Summer Showcase. We will have another one of these at 4 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday and every day continuing. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.